Hey guys, welcome to question FM373 of the Further Maths Fortify study guide. This question reads, a line passes through the points -5, 15 and 2, 1. Another point that lies on this line is, and then we're given 5 coordinates to choose from there. So the way that I'm going to answer this question is actually by finding out what line these 2 coordinates lie on, and then testing the other coordinates to see if they return a true equation. Because that will tell us that that point is also on that line. So when we're trying to figure out the equation of a line, I'm going to use the y equals mx plus c standard form. We need to figure out a value for m and a value for c in order to create this equation. So when finding m, or our gradient, we can use the gradient rule, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we'll treat these as the first and second coordinates. So in order to find out y2 minus y1, we're going to be looking at 1 minus 15 over 2 minus -5. So 1 minus 15 is going to give us -14, and 2 minus -5 ends up being 2 plus 5, so that's going to be over 7, which then gives us a value of -2. So you can do this in your calculator and it should spit out that answer for you straight away. So now that we know that m is equal to -2, we have y equals -2x plus c. We need to find this value of c. So the way that we're going to do that is by substituting. I'm going to take the second coordinate just because it's nice, easy numbers to substitute. And substitute that into this equation and then solve for c. So this becomes 1 equals -2 times 2 plus c, which says that 1 is equal to -4 plus c. Adding 4 to both sides leaves us with 5 being equal to c, which means that our final equation is going to be y equals -2x plus 5, like so. So from here, I'm going to get rid of all this other working and just leave myself with the y equals -2x plus 5. And from here, I might just write out our different coordinates. So from here, what I'm going to do is substitute each of these coordinates into the equation that we know these 2 points lie on, and if it returns a true equation, then we know that that point is also on the line. If it returns a false equation, then we know that that point is not on the line. So let me demonstrate here. I'm going to substitute the coordinate 2, 4 into this equation. So I end up with 4 equals -2 times 2 plus 5. Simplifying this down, we get 4 is equal to -4 plus 5, which then says 4 is equal to 1, which it is not equal to 1. A is not our answer. The point 2, 4 is not on this line. On to option B. So substituting this point in, we get -9 is equal to -2 times 7 plus 5, which equals -9 equals -14 plus 5, which tells us that -9 is equal to -9. That's true, so B is going to stay there. We're not going to cross it out. It's looking like our right answer, but we're still going to check the others. Substituting this coordinate in, we get -13 is equal to -2 times -4 plus 5, which gives us -13 is equal to 8 plus 5, which is -13 equals +13, which it does not. C is not our answer. This coordinate is not on the line. Over to option D, we should get that 7 is equal to -2 times 1 plus 5, which simplifies down to 7 equals -2 plus 5, which says that 7 is equal to 3, which it is not. So this is not our answer. And finally, option E, which says that -6 is equal to -2 times 3 plus 5. -6 is equal to -6 plus 5. It says that -6 is equal to -1, which it is not. E is not our answer either. It was B, and that is our correct option. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.